What's going on? Long time no see. It's been a minute since we've seen each other. I know it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I posted my last video, which is absolutely bonkers. I never thought that I would get so busy in such a short period of time. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to the weekly videos very soon. But the reason why I'm posting this video today, while there's 10 inches of snow on the ground here in beautiful Pennsylvania, is I got a little bit of a present, Santa Claus. Little bit early, but I am so excited to shoot this firearm. I've read some awesome reviews about it, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I love about this firearm. So get ready for another great, succulent intro. And as always, here we go. Oh my God, this is a big boy. Oh! Who would have freaking I didn't think it would happen. Who did it? Okay guys, so you gotta be wondering what firearm we are shooting. Well, the title probably gave it away, but today we are going to be shooting the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 EZ M2.0. This firearm really caught my eye at first, and I read some awesome reviews about it and why they call it the EZ. I was always so curious of why they call it the EZ, but the more I read on it, the more it's so easy to pull that slide back. Watch, 2 fingers and I can pull that slide back. Super nice. I mean, this weapon is so small. I mean, it's almost the size of my hand. It may be a little bit bigger, but I'm telling you, this is a great carry firearm for somebody that, you know, wants that small, tight, concealed carry. So we're gonna go over the specs on this M&P EZ right now before we get into shooting it. And to be honest, I haven't shot it yet. I bought it about 2 months ago, but there was a recall, which I'll get into when we get into the firearm inside the house when we're cleaning it. But I'll tell you what, I know it's easy to break down, easy to shoot. I mean, there's so many cool specs about it. But let's get into the specs. Let's get into the way you break it down. Let's get into the way you clean it, and then we'll get into shooting the firearm. So, Shane, do you want to take this over? Of course, Shane, I'll take over 100%. So right now we are in the basement, all right, and we are gonna do a whole look over of this M&P EZ. Okay, so the first thing, we're gonna look at the specs. Okay, the first thing is obvious, the EZ. They call it the EZ for the slide. I mean, the slide is literally the easiest thing you could pull back. The firearm itself, I researched it, and they say M&P states that, you know, the reason why they made a gun with such an easy slide is for women and the elderly, so they can easily pull the slide back and put a round in the chamber. Now, I know that, you know, people are like, oh, 380s are for women, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? I just love the look of this gun. I like the compactability of this firearm. I may be 21 years old, but I will still shoot the crap out of this firearm. It is a really great gun. The second thing I like about it is when I am concealed carrying it, you have 2 safeties, okay? So my big thing when I'm concealed carrying a firearm is I like a safety. It's just me, it's my personal preference. Some guys don't mind it. They like to carry one in the chamber without a safety. Me, I prefer a thumb safety. But this one has a double safety, okay? So it has the thumb safety, which is ambidextrous. So, I mean, lefty righty, you can still put that thumb safety on and off. Up is the on, so up is like it's on safe, down is fire. And then it has a grip safety, which is a really nice feature because, you know, if you ever bump it and it comes off safety and you have one in the chamber, you know, and something gets around that trigger, it could go off. But with a grip safety, it's kind of like a fail safe. The second thing is it comes with this real nice rail on the bottom of the firearm. Now the rail, you can put a light, you can put a laser, anything you really want on this firearm, but the only problem with that is you can't put it in your holster. So you hear that click, it's in the holster, it's locked in the holster, it's not going anywhere. But you know, if you have a light or something like that on the firearm itself, on this bottom rail, you really can't holster it. So it's kind of like, do you want to carry this, do you not want to carry this type of deal? Or, you know, you can, I bet you can find a customized holster that you can keep that light on, but you're probably going to be paying for that. So that's just one feature I really don't like. The trigger pull is super sweet, super light. You really, maybe a 2-pound trigger pull. You don't feel any recoil when you pull that trigger either. It's just an overall great, small, compact firearm if you want to carry it. The last feature I'm going to talk about is this right here. There's a little groove. Let me focus this. Okay, so you see right here this little groove? It's a little tab that pokes up maybe a centimeter. You can barely see it. And what that means is when that pokes up, that means there is a round in the chamber. I'm obviously not going to show you that in my house. Even though I do trust myself, I just don't feel comfortable loading a round in. But, you know, you can, you'll see this little tab, this little center tab here, poke up just the slightest bit, so you can look down and say, okay, I do have one in the chamber, whether you're at the range or you're carrying it, so you know, is my gun loaded, is my gun you know, or is there no round in the chamber. So that's the last really cool feature I want to talk about today. I mean, you can talk about the little things. These guys right here, easy to change windage as well as changing out the rear sight. You could put night sights on this bad boy. That's probably a future investment for myself, but overall it is one heck of a firearm, and I really am glad I got it back. So that leads me into why I got it back. So Smith & Wesson, I bought this, like I said, about a month or two ago. Smith & Wesson put a manufacturer defect on this firearm and said there was a defect with the hammer. So I sent it back to them. It took maybe 10 days, 10 business days. They sent it back to me, paid the shipping for it to go out, shipping for it to come back, and they fixed it charge free. So if you ever have a manufacturer defect on a firearm, just get it done. You never know if your firearm is going to be the one with or without the defect. There's been 2 firearms that I've had a manufacturer defect on, and they fixed them, 100% paid for. I mean, you have nothing to lose. Even if you send it in just to get it checked, because you don't know if your firearm falls in that manufacturing date, you can always just send it in, get it checked. They rather pay for you to send it in and just double check over it than have that risk of something happening to it. So or something happening to the shooter or somebody around the shooter that, you know, would cause this firearm to either go off or not function the way it needs to function in that period of time. Alright y'all, now that we know the specs of the Smith & Wesson M&P EZ or 380 EZ, we're gonna shoot this bad boy. Now I have 2 paper targets downrange, and we're going to see how nice and smooth the action is with this double safety like I explained earlier in the video. I want to see how easy it's going to be if I was concealed carrying it, and how easy it would be to draw and fire the firearm. So we're gonna get into it, and I got 2 paper targets down there. I have my GoPro facing on both of them. I don't know how clear the shots are going to be, so what we'll do is we'll walk up to it and see where they're hitting. So I'm excited, man. 2 months and I finally get to shoot this firearm. Let's throw a mag in it and put some ear protection on. And let's see how she shoots. Wow. You can't even tell you're really shooting a firearm. This thing is so smooth. Little to no recoil. I mean, gosh, dang, is that nice. Man, what an investment. I shot the one target on the left. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the GoPro, but you know what? I'm gonna shoot the target on the right and see if we could get any better results. Oh my goodness. Talk about an amazing firearm. I mean, easy action. I mean, look at that. I could do that with literally 2 fingers. The magazine holds 8, which, I mean, the rounds don't even feel like you're shooting anything. You know, it's insane. All right, off safety. Let's see where we're hitting now. Much better. I could see results from here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all hit body. I mean, it's just so simple and easy to do just those minor adjustments. Let's put a second clip in and let's see if we can hit. Oh, there goes the target. Well, thank God this one, hopefully the wind doesn't blow this one over. Man, I'll tell you what, this gun is an absolute beast. Let's holster it and go see the damage that we made. All right, guys, so we got this guy right here. I mean, look at that. Much better results. And this is my second time shooting the firearm. I mean, talk about results when you're shooting and you get to adjust that windage so easily. I mean, what an absolute tank. Here's the second target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe 8 maybe. I mean, it's much better results. You just can't ask for anything better. I mean, when you're getting body shots like that. Now, obviously, it's going to take some more practice shooting, some more time at the range, but I was just so excited to shoot this firearm. I had to get out, even though it's 20 degrees out here and there's 8 inches of snow. I had to get out and shoot. So I am so happy I got this firearm back. Thank you, Smith & Wesson, for fixing the firearm, even though it was a manufacturer defect. I appreciate you guys paying for the shipping out there, fixing the firearm, and then bringing it back to me to enjoy forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was helpful. I mean, I know we only put 4 clips through it, but I don't have much ammo. Unfortunately, you know, stores aren't getting the shipments that they were before COVID and everything hit. So I'm just glad I got to go out, shoot some rounds downrange, enjoy the time being in the outdoors, even though it's freezing out here. I hope you guys are staying safe and, you know, staying with your families for the holidays. Last thing I want to say is, if you enjoyed these firearm videos, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, give a like, rating on the video, give a comment too. If you have the Smith & Wesson EZ, even in the 9, I mean, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what ammo works for you. Let me know what ammo doesn't work for you. The SIG seemed to do pretty good job. No jams, good cycling. I mean, what else can you ask for from ammo, you know? And it's pretty decently cheap. I mean, $25–30 a box for 50 isn't too terrible, but you know, it's not like 9 where you can get a box for 10 bucks. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. Oh my God, it's the big boy. Oh. Who would have freaking... I didn't think you were